Over the past 2 days, I've dropped 4.2 pounds. So yesterday I woke up like that right there, 205.6. Today I'm 205.4. My body's finally responding to this low carb regimen, I think. But interestingly enough, my energy seems okay. Yesterday was the end of the fourth. Yesterday was the end of the fourth day? Yeah, because I started on Saturday. Yesterday was Tuesday. My energy feels okay. Surprisingly, I would expect myself to start crashing by the third, fourth, and definitely the fifth day. But, you know, I'm waking up today feeling pretty good. Yes, last night was okay. We'll just have to see how it goes over the next couple days. Today I have chest. We're going to try and get to the gym earlier. We went to the gym earlier yesterday and liked it because by like 12 o'clock we had everything done, just about. And it was just nice. So we're going to try and get to the gym earlier. Other than that, just prepping because we are leaving tomorrow evening to head down to Connecticut. So, with that being said, let's get on with the day. It's recipe time for you guys. So what I have here are my world famous chocolate coconut pancake, and that's the batter right there. And I will take you guys through what's in it right now. So the base is made up of a mixture of Kodiak cakes, oats, and protein powder. So obviously I'm using my protein chocolate coconut, but you can use whatever protein you want. And varied amounts of oats and Kodiak cakes. I believe I have 20 or 30 grams of oats and 40 grams of Kodiak cakes. So the more of these you have, the more waffle or pancake consistency it will have. The more protein powder you have, the more tough it'll get. Anybody who's made a protein waffle or pancake knows that it can get kind of tough if you don't make it right. However, I'm going to show you guys a couple ways to keep it moist. So, who likes that word moist? I don't think anybody likes that word moist. But, two things I use to keep it more moist. A couple coconut, like a serving of coconut flakes. So, these have some good moisture in them. Also add a lot of good texture. And actually some Walden Farms. So if you add like a dollop of that into the batter itself, it will keep it fairly, again, moist while it cooks. It won't lose a lot of its moisture when you add the protein to it. So instant oats have something in them that make it more, almost more gooey. You guys know the oatmeal consistency when it's only with instant oats though, because you cook them in the microwave and you add water, and when you cook them, they get that oatmeal consistency. That oatmeal consistency can transfer over into the pancake or the waffle that you make. Again, combating the dryness that comes along with a protein treat. And then to bring it all together, instead of using water, I used some almond milk. So I ran out of this stuff, and then I switched over to the almond cashew blend here. Finally, after all that's mixed, you guys can use varying amounts. It's up to you. However, whatever works best for you. And then actually I'm just letting this sit for about 10 to 15 minutes to let everything just kind of work itself together. Let the oatmeal soften up, and then I'm going to toss it in the waffle iron. And there we have it. The middle one was cooked first with these three remainers cooked after the fact. I did add a little more protein powder to get more out of this, and that's why they kind of look a little different. Plus the waffle iron was like really hot when I put this in. That's why it's a little more brown, whereas this one wasn't as hot because this one was in before. But that's it. That's what they look like, and I'm going to top it with some Walden Farms. So that is breakfast, and as you guys know, I'm on 50 carbs, and this is probably about 42 of those 50 carbs. I'm having them now because we are training in about an hour and a half. It's 9:30, hoping to be to the gym by 11 o'clock, which would be like perfect timing for this to digest with the oats and the Kodiak cakes. The whole grains and everything, they're going to digest nice and slow and give me a good amount of lasting energy for the gym. And that'll be it. So I'm going to eat these, get ready for the gym, wait for Yami to get on with the cardio, and then get on with the rest of the day. Yeah. know, I just gotta say, there's something to be said about the seasons in New England. You know, it's obviously nice being in like California and Florida where it's like warm year round, but you don't get to experience this kind of thing in New England with the trees changing and everything. It's getting chillier and it's not as nice as the warm weather, but give it a few more weeks and these trees will be all different sorts of colors. Line focus. Is it bright enough?
They're a little dark, but I'm sure you can fix it.
So I gotta send Amazon back their board shorts. Basically, when I ordered some a couple days ago, I ordered a 33 waist and a 34 waist, and just to be sure that I would fit into either of them. And these are the 33s, because the 33s were a little too tight. 34, like my jeans lately have been a little bit loose, so I just wanted to be sure, but 34s fit okay. Just gotta send these back. Tragedy has struck. I was filming on the way into the gym and realized I only have 34% battery and I didn't bring my spare. If my battery does run out, I will probably switch over to filming with my phone. We just know that the mic isn't like super good on the phone, so I'll just try and film with that if I run out of room. So, with that being said, chest and biceps today. Maybe a little bit of light shoulder work, but we'll see. I want to just keep it going. My workouts right now need to be under about an hour, especially since I'm at a lower carb intake. And another thing that goes along with lower carb intake is your weights typically need to decrease with your carbs as well, just to save your joints and everything, just because you aren't going to have as much recovery with the less amount of food you're eating. So, you know, for a dumbbell chest press, I might typically go like 90, 95 pounds. Whereas today I might go 80, 85 pounds and see how it feels, and really focus on the movement itself. It doesn't mean not work as hard, so just work hard in a different aspect. I'll work hard on really controlling the weight, maybe pausing a couple seconds at the bottom and then driving up. So with that being said, let's get on with the workout.
Shark.
I apologize for only filming 2 exercises, but I was just moving, trying to keep the intensity up. And basically the only rest I was taking was the amount of time it took to walk from one machine to the other. And I just got it done really quick and just finished up with some cardio. So I shortened up my cardio today actually by total duration. However, I did incorporate some sprints. Now, one note on the purpose of being at 50 carbs a day. A lot of people think it's crazy, you know, a lot of people don't understand it, but basically depleting your carbs is going to deplete your muscle glycogen, which is going to force your body to use fat as fuel instead of carbohydrates. So another really good way to burn through that glycogen, I'm trying to get brighter here, it's not working. Another good way to burn through that glycogen is to incorporate some sprints. So I didn't do 15-20 minutes of sprints like I normally would. I incorporated like 6 or 7 minutes of hills. shortened it up quite a bit, and then finished off with like 13 minutes of low intensity walking uphill. So as you can kind of see, still sweating pretty good and feel good. So just a word on efficiently burning through glycogen, so your body burns fat more efficiently. Now, obviously, a lot of that comes from diet as well as making sure that your carbs are low so you can force your body to burn fat, but nonetheless, that's what I did. So now I'm actually working on some posing, so I'll catch you guys afterwards. 2:25 and we are home now. I already had a meal. I didn't film it for you guys, but I am having my second waffle of the day. This one's a little less fun because there aren't any carbs in it, but it's still a waffle nonetheless. So this is literally just protein powder and egg whites with a little bit of baking powder in it to keep it a little more moist. But baking powder doesn't have anything in it, so it's just a leavening agent to help things rise. So you can add it to pancakes, waffles, anything just to give it a little more volume. It sounds like the waffle iron is still on, but I unplugged it. Maybe it's phantomly cooking something. But we are having this and just topping it with some almond farms because calorie-free life. But that's what we're doing for now. There's literally just 35 grams of protein powder and 60 grams of egg whites. It is almost 5 o'clock, and for the past few hours, haven't really done a whole lot. Basically cooked some more chicken for our travels. Also changed the light bulbs in the bathroom because both of them went out. We have like 2 overhead and then 1 over the sink, and the ones overhead went out like at once, and so I had to replace those and just kind of sent out some emails to some prospective clients and just been taking it easy. But I did want to show you guys one thing real quick. I know I talked about my board shorts being sent back to Amazon, but these are them, and they actually don't look anything like what you guys are seeing right now. Right now they kind of look like a light blue, but they're really like an aqua-ish color. So I'm going to try them on for you guys, and so you guys can check them out. Here they are. So yeah, they look more light blue in this light right here, but they are right above the knee, which is nice. I'd like to have those shorts above the knee instead of seeing the like 21 or 22 inch shorts that are below the knee. So these are 19 inches. They are made by Body Glove. I believe they are 88% polyester, 12% spandex. So they do have some stretch in them. That's one of the things I was looking for as well. I wanted to be able to move in them freely. But, you know, with the MPC, they can't be more than an inch above the knee, which I think is right about there. So I think I'm good. But I like them. I like how they look. I like how they feel. So I actually ordered another pair that should be coming in tomorrow. I'm going to try and bring them down to Connecticut because I'm actually posing with Kenny Wallach, who is like a big-time posing coach for amateurs and pros. He taught Physique. He teaches a lot of people all over the place. So I figured I'd hook up with him since the competition, Young's competition, is right down at the gym he poses out of. Anyway, it's put on by the Montanari Brothers Super Gym. So that is the plan for right now. I did just chug a bunch of water, so feeling a little bit bloated. Oh, come in. I'm actually going out. Everything hurts. Everything on my body is screaming right now. Anyways, it's about 9 a.m. on Thursday morning. I just finished up some lactic acid training. I want to go over lactic acid training really quick for you guys. So, 1, it's super short. 2, it tortures fat. 3, it sucks so bad. So, basically lactic acid training is meant to induce a response to have your body put out more growth hormone, which in turn will burn more fat. And generally, it can help burn off the stubborn fat that doesn't want to come off. So in my instance, where I'm about 3 weeks out, I need to get down to as lean as I can when those last few pounds don't want to come off. And lactic acid training can help that. So the more lactic acid that's in your blood, the more growth hormone your body will put out, the more fat you're going to burn. You need growth hormone. Growth hormone is like one of the most fat burning hormones in the body. So the more you can have that circulating through your bloodstream, the more fat you're going to burn. So basically what I did was I used an unloaded bar. I performed a flat bench press to failure, bent over rows to failure, squats to failure, and I did not stop for 12 minutes. So you keep going, keep going, keep going, and over time your work capacity is going to be diminished, or you're going to be doing less and less and less each time you get around to another round of that exercise. So first bench press round, wasn't counting, but I might have gotten like 80 reps. Second one I might have gotten 60 or 50, and it's just going to keep going down. You're going to keep moving faster and faster. But the key is to elicit that response. You want to get that lactic acid burn. You want to feel your body, your muscles start to fail at contracting, and that's exactly what the acid in your body does. It prevents your muscles from contracting. That's why it gets hard to contract. And so you want to keep going and move as fast as possible. Get through as much as you can in that little amount of time. Well, I finished like probably 4 minutes ago, and I'm still breathing heavy. It just goes to show you how effective it can be if you do it right. So I challenge you to give that a shot. So anyways, I'm going to end the vlog right here. I know I told you I was going to like travel down to Connecticut, but I figured there's a lot of footage coming this weekend with Yami's competition and everything. So I'm going to end the vlog right here, try and edit it before we leave for Connecticut, and then my next video will be actually from Connecticut. So I hope you enjoyed the vlog, guys. Please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and give that lactic acid training a shot, because that sucked. So much pain. But again, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you from Connecticut. I don't know what happened, guys. Took a dive off the counter. It's tragic. I'm kidding, this is just my iPhone 6. My old one. I was just tinkering around with it. So I don't even know if this clip's gonna make it in the vlog, but yeah, that's what my old iPhone 6 looks like, as I'm sure most of you know, but this is my real phone. I was dealing with that for quite a while, actually, so. But I was just tinkering around since I figured it's useless anyway. I wanted to see what inside of an iPhone looked like.